It's true that most of the animals that were cloned for exhibition in Jurassic Park were dinosaurs, but not every individual creature happened to be from that classification. Extinct reptiles like the Mosasaurus and Pteranodon were indeed created to be featured alongside the other breeds. Another one of these prehistoric reptiles happened to be the flying Dimorphodon, which is going to be the subject of today's video. Dimorphodon would make its first appearance in the Jurassic Park franchise in a video game adaptation of the second movie. The Lost World Jurassic Park for Sega Saturn and PlayStation would come complete with quite a lot of enemy Dimorphodons that would viciously attack the player. This introduction into the series would be a pretty important one for a number of different reasons, but mainly it would be because of the particular color scheme and likeness that would later return in a very big way. After that brief role in the game, Dimorphodon would later be seen in the Game Boy Advance park simulator called Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder. After this association with the second and third entries in the film series, Dimorphodon wouldn't make another proper appearance for quite a long time. In fact, it would be a total of 14 years until it saw a substantial comeback. But what a comeback it happened to be. 2015 saw the release of a wide variety of different Jurassic content that featured the small pterosaur. Most notably would be the newest film in the franchise, Jurassic World. Here we can see that the species first seen in the Lost World Jurassic Park's video game adaptation has successfully been translated over into the official movie canon. The green and yellow designs of the old game's reptiles show up in pretty similar fashion in that film, and we get a lot of action with them when they decide to tear up Main Street towards the end of the movie. This substantial role would come accompanied with a ton of toys and video game appearances as well. Hasbro would go on to make a pretty big action figure of the animal to coincide with the movie's release. They'd also put out a purple Hero Masher variant as well. During the same year, LEGO Jurassic World would come out for the current generations of game systems, and of course, Dimorphodon would appear in there too. It also made a pretty cool appearance in the massively popular mobile game Jurassic World the Game. Now, after having made this great comeback to the franchise, it was curiously not featured in the final film of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom whatsoever, and in its place, all we got to see were the series' standard pteranodons. However, that doesn't mean that the fifth film in the franchise would come out without any Dimorphodon information whatsoever. On the viral marketing website used to promote the new film, the Dinosaur Protection Group would actually list this animal as having been on InGen's list all the way back in the days of the original Jurassic Park. But sadly, only 36% of its DNA was completed during this time. This means that Simon Masrani was probably the first person to successfully clone the reptile for exhibition in a theme park. Apart from this piece of Jurassic Park lore, the Dimorphodon would also get to show up in some new toys that were made by Mattel. This time, the animals came in a few different color schemes that were noticeably smaller than their Hasbro counterparts. You could also pick up a minifigure of the creature in the Fallen Kingdom blind bags. And finally, the Dimorphodon's most recent appearance has been in the new mobile video game, Jurassic World Alive. And that's it. That is so far the entire history of the Dimorphodon in the Jurassic Park franchise. Now, I'm curious to hear from all of you what you personally think about this little animal. In my opinion, it was really cool to see it retain its general color scheme and likeness in Jurassic World, especially after having grown up playing the Lost World video game on PlayStation when I was a kid. But whatever your own thoughts and opinions on this creature may be, I'd love to hear them in the comments down below. Now before I go, I'd like to thank all of my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. Guys, it really means the world to me that you all continue to support what I do, and I seriously am extremely thankful for everything that you guys do to help. Honestly, it means the world. Now I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, and hope that you all enjoy today's content. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next video, guys. And as always, take it easy.